Okay, so yeah, I believe this is going to be the second floor of the Toys R Us. That's what I think. Next to Five Guys here. It's just not labeled upstairs. So. Isn't this the greatest empty space you've ever seen? I said, isn't this the greatest empty space you've ever seen?
Yeah.
You work here?
Yes.
It's just, I mean, I love this place, but what, you know, I mean, I just feel like there's too much empty space in it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, you think there's all these, you think they're all going to get filled?
A lot of empty space.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, do you think they're going to get filled?
Not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. You know, I've been coming here since it opened, I've been coming here and I like to take pictures and, you know, I just have fun with it. And I've just, you know, I make videos, I get about 25 views, so like nobody's ever going to hear, you know, nobody's ever going to see my stuff, but I just do it for the fun of it because I like looking at it like over time. Like, so I have pictures of like the stores before they were open and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's too big.
Yeah, it's really big.
You know, because
sometimes I get lost in here.
well, yeah, you get lost, and also the just, you know, how, you know, like all the malls all over America are dying, you know, and the malls and the stores are closing, and there's just, you know, everything's going on. And I'm just looking at, you know, I know they've got the Nickelodeon and the water park, but these things are very expensive. You're not going to come here.
Yes.
You know,
I won't believe it. It's so expensive.
I mean, you're talking $100 per person.
Yes.
You know, to get in. I mean, I've gone to water parks. If I were to take a family of four, you could go, like Great Wolf Lodge in the Poconos. You're familiar with that? You could go there. You could get a night. You could for what it would probably take you to come here for a day. You could take like, especially if you had six. If you had a big family, you could take the whole family, get a suite, have 2 nights. I mean, I did that. I spent the night, you know, at I guess it was the Camelback one. It's almost next door. It's Camelback Ski Resort. It's right next. It's almost right next door to Great Wolf Lodge. It's what?
I think I saw it when I was coming. I'm familiar.
Okay, but it's in Pennsylvania. But my point is that you can go out there for $500. You can you know, you can get 2 nights in a suite. You're right there, so you don't, you know, you've got a room that you can walk to. So when you're tired, you can just go back to your room. You can change. You know, here you know, it's a water park. It's a day trip. You want $1,000 for a little, you know.
Everything. It's so expensive.
It's crazy. Do you guys get an employee discount if you go?
No.
What?
No discounts.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, no.
I mean, is it? Do you think it's full? Do you think they're hitting capacity?
Close now.
No, I'm saying, do you feel like it's full, like they're getting full capacity every day? I mean, if they're, then they should definitely, at least like the employees give you.
I don't know why they actually open a mall here, because the business is so slow, like you don't even see people.
The last time I was here, the people told me at Bed and Body Works, or Bath and Body Works, yeah, they said that like on Saturdays it's really busy.
Only Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I just don't see.
I just went a week ago to work for Toys R Us.
Okay. Oh yeah, Toys R Us. Yeah, they're
Maybe
going to be here.
open soon. Maybe tomorrow or next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but.
So you're going to be working at Toys R Us?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But oh my God, things are so expensive. A little toys like $40, a little teddy bear like 60 something.
But you know, when you come here, this is very much like, I mean, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make this like Disneyland and you know, the problem is okay, that's something you can do, and you could say it's like Disneyland, but it's like, it's just not going to work, because the problem is that if I came here from Europe, okay, or anywhere in the world, I came here for a tourist attraction, I could go, I mean, I've got the Brooklyn Bridge, I've got the Statue of Liberty, I've got the Empire State Building, I got the Metropolitan Museum of Art, I've got the American Museum of Natural History, I got Central Park. I could talk for a half hour naming all the places that are unique experiences here. The thing is I could go to a water park in Europe. I could go to a theme park in Paris or in France or wherever I am. I can do like these are the kinds of things you do at home.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I don't, you know, maybe in Florida when you go to Orlando, but I just don't see like people coming to New York and coming here instead of being on the other side of the river doing.
I have never come to New York.
You know, what?
I have never went there.
Yeah, I'm.
Because my family went there, they told me how expensive it is.
It's crazy.
And I never choose to go.
Yeah, it's absolutely. You've got to be almost. It's almost insane how expensive. It's almost like $100 a person.
Yes.
You can go to the water parks in Pennsylvania. They're maybe $50, $60. I mean,
Yes.
You know, I mean, my kids are older now, so I don't really. You know, like the last time I went to the water park, there was one down by Camden, down right.
Yeah.
I got a Groupon. I think it was like $50 for the two of us.
All my stuff from Groupons.
Absolutely.
All my husband's.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's like some.
They're not even on Groupons.
They're not going to be. This
Yeah, they're not
place
gonna
is
be,
so
yeah.
mired in debt.
Yeah.
It's they took on like billions of dollars to build this place,
It is.
and then basically right as they're about to open, pandemic. You know, it was like, oh my God! It was like literally they're just about to open. The water park is just about to open. They were going to start opening a few stores in the place, but it has been cursed from the day it was conceived. Because if you go back, it's a fascinating story. They wanted to build it over in a different place, okay, and they weren't allowed to build it there because it would have been like new construction. Whereas this, you know, because you have the stadium here, because you had the stadium here, they were able to build it here because there was already infrastructure.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the same environmental impact as it would have been building it there. And so they finally got approval to build it, and then they started building it. It was like 85% complete. Then the financial crisis in 2009 hit. Okay, they lost at the, you know, I think it was one of the big investment banks went under. I forget which one it was. It was one of Lehman Brothers, I think it was. They had a big stake in it. They went under like in the financial crisis of 2009. So the financing dropped down like a bowling ball from the top of the Empire State Building, and boom. And so this thing just stayed fallow. And then these guys, I don't know what their name is. I can't pronounce their names. You know, the guys who own the place. Yeah, they're the ones that own Mall of America and the Edmonton Mall. So they own like the biggest malls. The people who own this, it's the same family. I forget, it's like an Armenian or an Iranian name. They own Mall of America and they own the Edmonton, the largest mall in North America, which is in Edmonton. And they figured, you know what? And they also have plans to do an American Dream Miami, by the way.
Yeah.
So they said, you know, let's take this over. This is our business. We know how to do it. We're making it.
We're setting it up.
You know, this is our expertise. We're going to do this. And it's just when I walk through here. Every time I walk through, I talk and I just take pictures and whatever. I just have some fun with it. Because I love malls. I've always loved malls. I've loved malls since I was a kid. And, you know, so, you know, they had this idea that they're going to make it work. And it just, you know, if you go on YouTube, you can see there's like an industry of people who do videos about dead malls.
Yeah,
like,
they do. A lot of people in TikToks, a lot of people go to the mall.
Oh, they go to the dead malls? Yeah, okay, so you know.
No business. People.
I mean, there are guys that have channels. There's a guy like Dan Bell, who's got a Sal. I mean, these guys have like significant subscriber bases. I don't know if they live off of it, but you're talking about people who have like real YouTube presences where they actually make some money off it. Who just travel around to malls all over the country, and they just talk about the history and everything like that. And he did one about this place. He described this one as stillborn.
As what?
Stillborn.
Stillborn?
Stillborn. Stillborn. You know, like as a baby that but he described it as that because to be dead, you have to have lived.
Yeah.
When you're stillborn, you technically
You still have a little bit of life.
No, but when you're stillborn, you like a stillborn baby doesn't really have a birth certificate. He was like, I mean, I'm not trying to get morbid, but you understand that what he's saying, what his how do I say it? The whole idea behind this thing was saying that this place is stillborn. It's not even, or maybe it was my son who said it was stillborn. Which is a very, which is a very terrible thing. And I mean, it's not a really good term to use, but it's the perfect metaphor because it never was alive. You know what I mean? It was always gestating. Because I mean, if you look at it, I don't want to. It's.
Like I've been here for a week and I haven't seen the crowd. Like on Saturday evening.
You haven't seen the crowd.
I haven't seen the crowd. Like, it's more than like 1, 2 people walking around.
According to my watch, there are 11 days until Christmas.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, I mean, I'm not a retail expert, but this is supposedly the busiest shopping time of the year. Maybe maybe I don't know retail the way I should, but if you're not busy the week before Christmas, when are you going to be busy?
Exactly. That's so true.
You think that there's
And after the holiday, people don't even got money to come shop.
and then also after the holidays, after everybody's gorged themselves on New Year's Eve and Christmas and Thanksgiving, they're going to want to go to the gym. They're not going to want to go to Five Guys and Yard House and you know what I'm saying? Like the place you won't be able to get into is the gym because that's what everybody and so and then plus people don't want to go shopping then because they spent all their money buying Christmas gifts for the family. So they're just January, February, and March are I go to the gym and pay off the bills. We've got inflation. We've got a pandemic. We've got a lot of people who are not working either by choice but because I mean you think about what's happened with the pandemic. A lot of people have left the workforce, and when they did, like I know a lot of people. My brother retired, but he was retiring anyhow.
A lot of people are working too because working you have to get the vaccine and a lot of people
People don't want to get the
take
vaccine.
it.
Did you have to get the vaccine?
No.
Did you get it?
No.
I just,
I seriously don't believe in getting it.
on a personal note,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this, mano. I've already got triple dosed.
Oh my God.
Okay, and you see, I'm wearing a mask. Okay, I have to ride the subway and stuff to work. But just to tell you on a personal level, I have, after I got my first dose, I rode my bike 4,000 miles after I got the dose. So I'm not, I'm not hobbled. I still, my mind is as sharp as it was before. It wasn't very sharp to begin with, but that's another story. But I mean, I'm not, but I'm, I was a little bit tired after the second shot and after, but that's it. It felt like a little pinprick. I will confess to you that it felt like somebody punched me in the arm after the second shot and after the booster shot, but not like terror. Nothing that I couldn't live with. But I'm telling you, I've had no health effects. My girlfriend's had it. She's fine. She's triple vaccinated. My whole family, my kids are. Even my ex-wife, though I wish she didn't, but that's another story. But
My dad is fully vaccinated.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
get it. Because the point of the matter is that just about everybody who dies from this dies from, are unvaccinated, like the vast majority. Yes, I can still get it. It is true. It is true that I can get it. But if I do get it, I'm much less likely to die. I mean, all I'm saying to you is I don't know you, but I don't want to see you die.
Like I wanted to take people to give me advice today. Like I want more.
I'm
and
just.
I really appreciate that because my dad have it and he would tell me the same thing like you. He's fully vaccinated with all.
You have kids?
Yeah, I have 3 kids.
Okay. Are they vaccinated?
Yeah.
They got the COVID vaccine.
Only the 2 big ones. The small one.
Okay. Are they still alive? Have you noticed anything wrong with them?
Oh, they were sick.
They were, but have they recovered?
They could not.
I'm sure they're probably a pain in the ass because mine are too, but that's another story. But they were before the vaccine.
Yes.
Like, exactly. But I'm telling you, I'm just serious. Just you don't want to have like 3 kids that don't have a mom. Seriously, I mean, because I'm telling you, the vast majority of people who die from this are those people who choose to stay unvaccinated. There's no good reason. It's free. It could save your life. Maybe you won't get it. I hope you never get it. I don't ever want to get it. But I'm saying to you that if you do get it, you're so much less likely to die. You're so much less likely to end up in the hospital. There's
A lot of reasons.
there's all kinds of reasons. The people who don't, I just can't stress enough.
I
Everybody
have 2 options because some people will say things to me about it.
Yeah.
And that's people that who don't want to take it.
Yeah.
They will tell me all kind of things. Okay, you're gonna become they're gonna get you like computerized and they're gonna
Come to what?
a magnet to you.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
Like
You got anything metal? There's no magnet in me.
yeah, that's what
Trust
I
me
said.
on this. I swear, like what do I got? Believe me, I got no investment in any vaccine company. There's nothing in it other than just that whole idea that I just don't like other human beings to die. It's my only incentive.
I'll do it. I plan to do it because I got my flu shot, but not my vaccine.
You got to, there are people, like there are hospital workers that'll tell you that there are people that are in intensive care. They're like, give me the vaccine. I didn't want it, but give it to me now. And they're like, it's too late.